Oh, the sun is nice. But yeah, welcome guys. Welcome guys. So today I'm gonna run through three of my top exercises if you want to grow your shoulders. So I had very small shoulders before. I didn't know I did, but obviously when you look at before pictures, you're like, damn. So yeah, I'm gonna run through my three favorite exercises to put some size on your shoulders. I'm gonna throw a before and after picture to show you the progress that I've made within the space of 2 years. So yeah, I'm gonna run through a voiceover. I'm just gonna talk through the reasons why I do suggest these type of exercises and how you can implement them into your sessions. So hopefully you guys learn something from this video. And yeah, enjoy the video. Right, guys, so every push day, every shoulder day should always start off with a lateral raise because this is what makes you big. This is what gives you the width. You're focusing on the side delts. So that's why it's very important to just start it off. You're saving the most important exercise for the first one just because that's where you have the most strength. So over the last 2 years, I've been hitting the lateral raises first, and my advice is go heavy, go as heavy as you can, and always do partials also, because that's just where you really feel the burn. And once you do these, your shoulders will literally feel like falling off. If they don't feel like falling off, then you're not doing it right. So today I actually started off with the shoulder press. The reason that is because I'm trying to grow my chest also, so obviously this is hitting a bit of the upper chest too. So I hear people say that you don't need to do shoulders, but I think that's not true. You need to hit your front delts, yeah, you get it in your chest workouts, but you need to isolate them also. So I feel like doing shoulder presses, I prefer using the machines just because it's just more stable. And also the grip that I'm using right here, you see it's not the neutral grip. The reason I use this grip is because it focuses more on the front delts rather than hitting all three of them. You can also use the barbell also. I feel like the barbell is kind of a similar movement if you want to just target that front delt properly. So now we're moving on to rear delts. So my favorite exercise on the rear delts is using the cables. As you can see here, I am getting a full stretch when it's back to the neutral position, and just imagine yourself like almost elbowing somebody, do you get me, but with your hands fully extended. And make sure you're getting a full stretch also when you get back, and that's all you need to target your rear delts. It's not a very big muscle, and you get most of the work in when you're doing back anyways, but you also need to isolate body parts. So our last exercise here, I know I said three, but I'll give you a bonus one. So our last one here is just the cable lateral raise. So the way I like to do it is, or the proper way to do it, the way that everybody should be doing it, is you're getting a stretch when you get to the bottom. So obviously you step away from the cables, make sure that you're stretched enough before you start the movement. So you get a big stretch at the bottom and boom, straight to the top again. So implement this, do this at your last exercise, just because your shoulders are going to be fried, so you don't need to go as heavy as the other ones. Yo, what's up? So yeah, just finished recording that now. I'm not doing a voiceover again because that voiceover, man, jeez, man, it's just much better when it's just much better when you're actually walking out and talking about the movements, because you just have a little bit of time to explain what you're trying to explain. But yeah, with the transformation that I did, I put 3 pictures up. Obviously, to grow your shoulders, you're going to need to be in a surplus. Do you know what I mean? So you're gonna have to go in a bulk. There's no way that you're gonna actually get bigger shoulders without being in a surplus. Yeah, you can do the whole body composition thing, but the best way to do it is just be on a bulk if you want proper results. Do you know what I mean? And also, regarding training front delts, like a lot of people, they don't train front delts because they say they get enough of that from chest, which is true, but it's also a muscle of its own. It needs to be isolated. So you are going to have to isolate it. That's just like me saying that I'm gonna get my arm workouts from pull and push day without actually isolating the triceps or the biceps. You know what I mean? So work on your front delts. You need to target that also. But the biggest thing that you need to work on is the side delts. So lift as heavy as you possibly can when you're doing the lateral raises. That's what I found to actually blow up my shoulders. Lifting as heavy as I can. Obviously, don't mess up your form now. Your form is the most important thing. So don't get a heavy weight and jeopardize the form. But let's say you usually lift 10 and you're getting 12 reps. You can change that to 12.5 and probably get like 10 reps, right? 10 clean reps and the last 2 reps as partials. You know what I mean? So yeah, give that a go, and always start off with lateral raises. Start off with lateral raises because that's where that's where you're going to spend your most energy. That's where you want your most energy to go towards. Then after that, you can do your not the dumbbells, use the machine. But if you're a starter, if you're new to the gym, I do suggest that you use dumbbells because you're just still getting used to how your body functions properly. So you need to actually know how do I say it? You need to know like how to stabilize yourself properly. Do you know what I mean? How to like be balanced. Do you know what I mean? Because I see some people, they be like that and all that kind of shit. They be all like that when they're doing shoulder presses. But that's you can cancel that out by just keep on practicing and actually develop strength on whichever part is lagging. But then when you're more experienced, that's when I say that you can actually sit down and you've done all of that dumbbell stuff. So now you can actually sit down and actually use machines. So and if you don't want to use the machine, you can also use the barbell, like I said, because the barbell is like you're pushing it away from you. You know, you're pushing. So if you're like in a pushing motion like this, if you touch your front delts, you can feel it. It's actually more activated than when you're like this. Do you know what I mean? When you're like this, it is activated, but then it's also targeting your side delts and it's targeting your rear delts too. So try to, if you're using the machine and if it has a handle like this, use that movement. It's just much better in my opinion anyways. But yeah, thank you for watching, and the next video is gonna be me in the gym actually just talking and explaining it, so I don't have to do this little cameo. So yeah guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.